Rolling. All right, we are rolling at the Roost Studios. What's up, everybody? Hey, Greg, I have been noticing that you've been carrying your 187 a lot lately, like every day.
Yeah, since I got it.
Yeah, you used to always carry your fighter flipper every day.
Right.
What's up with the 187?
So every time I get a new Medford, I go through at least a 1 month period where I take the fighter out and try the new knife.
Okay.
Well, the 187 surprised me.
Okay.
And so I've been carrying it more. And the biggest thing is the size that the knife is versus how it carries. It's very thin, so it carries really well in my pocket, and it's big enough to do some large work.
So it's sleek this way.
Yes.
Is what you're saying. It has a thin profile this way. This way you still get the full thickness of a Medford knife.
It is the same thickness as the fighter in this aspect, right?
Right.
And it has the same pivot system as the fighter, so I don't feel like it's going to fail or anything like that. I was able to do a lot of work with my fighter, and I fell in love with this system.
Right. Now, this is not your knife. This is a fairly base model, right?
Yep. It is just PVD'd with some blue hardware and a little bit of blue pinstriping.
Yeah.
As you can see,
Nice.
right,
Little bit
right
of
there.
blue.
Yeah.
Yep. And one of the reasons that this knife is so popular is also because of its price point.
Yes.
And as we like to say in the store, it's like the most knife you can get for the money. This knife starts at $525.
Right.
A tremendous deal.
Where a fighter starts at like $850, $900.
Right. Like not even in the same ballpark.
Right.
Yes. Now, the 187 is part of the deployment series, so it's only going to come in D2 steel.
Right.
Right.
Yep.
Which is very good. It's a CPM D2. It's very hard.
It's a phenomenal steel. It works great. It's a tool steel, and they come with the PVD on the blade, so you don't have to worry about corrosion or anything like that.
Right. Now, do we have any of them that are not? It looks like they are all coming PVD these days. Huh?
Yes.
Okay. So one thing to keep in mind when you're customizing them. And now you can, let's take a look at a couple others here so we can see some of the differences. Some of the things we can do, or the factory can do with the 187 is a little bit of laser work, or you can see the difference between the blue accents and the bronze accents. Very similar knife though.
Right.
And we can get a little fancier too, right?
Yeah, you can get a little fancier and go into like that's called the Warthog.
Right.
So it's got the A10 lasering on it. Yeah.
Very cool. This is all done with laser, so it's completely permanent. Will never wear off, never come off. Just like everything that Medford makes, it's pretty permanent.
Especially the coating that he uses. We get a lot of concerns about coatings coming off under usage, right? So if we look at my knife, I have not cleaned it, I have not wiped it down. I've been using this thing heavily since I got it for everything. Cardboard, doing construction work. I've cut, what's that fake grass stuff? The AstroTurf.
Oh yeah, AstroTurf.
I've cut that stuff with it.
Yeah.
It just keeps going, and even with the sculpting and the PVD on the sculpting, the bronze hardware, or bronze accent, it just stays. It works really hard.
So a couple things that I noticed. The frame itself, the design of the knife, it's very simple. It's very straight. There's not a whole lot of ergonomics to it, finger grooves, etc. How does that manage when you hold on to your knife? How does it matter to you? Do you feel in place, out of place?
So actually, it goes in the hand very well with this slight curve. It actually just goes right where it wants to, and if I need to choke up, I have that finger choil right there. And the thumb goes right to the jimping, no matter what. This knife, I've never had any concern that that knife was going to come out of my hand under heavy use.
Right. And now yours is sculpted.
Yes.
So, well, actually, there are a few special things about yours.
There are, and so I'm a huge Tonto fan because of the fact that I have a cutting edge here, cutting edge right there, and then obviously the main cutting edge. So when I came across this knife, it was actually a stonewash blade, and it was just solid bronze anode. So there was nothing special about it other than the fact that it was a Tonto with S90.
A DLT exclusive.
DLT exclusive.
Right.
Right.
We got it secondhand.
Got it secondhand, and because it's a Tonto, I was like, okay, I want to give this.
Right.
I want to give this a shot, and I've been eyeballing the 187s for quite some time, and wanted to give it a shot. So that kind of was like, all right, that's going to seal it. I'm going to give it a shot. So we sent it in and had the legacy service done on it, and since I was going to have it coated, I knew that immediately that's the first thing I was going to do. I figured I might as well do some sculpting and give it a shot. Because I did that, Medford and the guys at Medford actually really liked that, and now we are able to offer that, I believe exclusively through us, to have sculpting done on the 187s.
Right. So if you're interested in a 187 and you'd like to have it custom designed to your specifications, now we can't do Tonto, but we can do the standard drop point, and then we can do any type of sculpting and handle finishes, colors, etc. Yep, that we can order directly through our pro shop here at EDC Specialties. All you have to do is call us up. We'll take care of it over the phone, do some paperwork on it, and go from there. So if you're interested in a custom 187 DP, we can get that done for you. And
even with the sculpting and PVD and laser and all that stuff, it's still cheaper than a larger knife.
Right.
And like I said, I've had that knife for 3-4 months now.
Yeah.
And I've been using the snot out of it, and it's actually right up there in my top favorite Medfords with the fighter flipper.
With the fighter,
yeah. So it's been a phenomenal knife.
Yeah.
Deployment on it's very easy. Like I said, it carries really well in the pocket.
Right.
I've actually carried that in board shorts and have really liked the way that thing carries.
Well, these are beautiful knives. You got the nice popsicle stick, titanium pocket clip.
Holds very well in all kinds of materials.
Titanium lock bar stabilizer and 6-gun pivot. Titanium standoffs. And just a beautiful knife all around. This is a frame lock, of course.
And for the size, it is about the same length as the fighter, but in this configuration, in its standard configuration, it's almost 1.5 ounces lighter than the fighter. The fighter comes in at, I think, 9.6.
And we just did one of these at 8.4. This one's really nice, got a galaxy finish on it. Very cool colors on that one.
So it's a little bit lighter than the larger knives. And if you get it sculpted, it actually goes down a little bit too.
Right.
Mine came in at 7.8. 7.8, yeah.
7 point. So it took almost a 1/2 ounce of material off by getting the sculpting done. So another thing to think about with, you know, the larger knives in general. I mean, you are taking material off. It's a large platform to begin with. So,
and it also adds just a little bit of texture. You know, so you have a little bit of grip texture to it.
Yeah.
Not that,
and a really good look.
These have any issue with them. Like I said, that curve and that little bit of jimping at the back of the curve makes holding onto that knife very, very easy.
Cool.
Yeah, it's just been a great knife. Been really happy with it for the price.
So if you guys want a 187, we have 4 or 5 of them in stock. Or if you want to build one, give us a call and we'll help you out with that. It's one of our top selling Medfords. We've got an entire pro shop full. Go on our website, edcspecialties.com, go to the Medford Pro Shop, check it out, or stop in the store here in Gold River, California. Later.
I think that's pretty good, actually.